Good evening. And as Mr. Newberg pointed out earlier, I know we sent an acceptance packet that was quite thick, and it might seem that we are bombarding you with a lot of information, but I just wanted to take a little bit of time here and look at two particular items that are important to you and also important to the school, and that's the enrollment process and financial aid. You may not believe this, but our enrollment process is actually paperless, so a little strange to get that thing back, but it is, and it's definitely important to talk about. And the enrollment process is composed of really two parts, and that's the online contract and the submission of the required fees. All of this, both those parts are done through My Backpack. When you receive your acceptance packet, you should have received instructions on how to access My Backpack. Within My Backpack, which is the main parent portal for the school, is where you access everything you need for enrollment. That is where you'll select and view your contract. I highly recommend that when you view your contract, you print it. So this is your opportunity to really keep on record what the relationship, the financial relationship is with the school. After you have submitted the contract, you can directly pay your fees. And the fees is a $500 registration fee and a one-time $150 processing fee. Now, the registration fee is applied to tuition for next year as long as it's paid by our due date of March 12th, which is next Tuesday. Summer school, I know in your packet, some of your sons may be required to attend summer school, and there will be a bill for that coming up shortly after the 12th, and then you'll have 30 days to pay after that is sent out. Moving on to the financial aid process. I just want to give you some stats of the current year with where the school stands in financial aid. This year, over $1.3 million has been awarded. Roughly 1 out of every 4 students is on an amount of tuition assistance. And the average award is over $6,700, which is over half the cost of tuition. Aid at Jesuit is based solely on financial need. And because aid is based on financial need and we compete in the Florida High School Activities Association, they mandate that we cannot assess the need of our own families. So also within your acceptance packet, you've seen references to FAIR. I just want to state that there's also FACTS, which actually administers our 10-month tuition payment plan. In FAIR, there are 2 different acronyms, very similar but very different. FAIR is a third-party assessment firm that assesses the finances of those that would wish to apply. FAIR will set a threshold and send that back to the school. From there, the school meets internally with an internal financial aid committee that myself and Father Hermes look at all the applications and render an award based on where FAIR comes back and also the means, the overall means of the school. Now, this process this year, this is the second year that prospective families have had the ability to apply early. And many families took advantage of that. Many families took advantage of applying before December in the hopes of receiving a range award with their acceptance packet. And many of you have, and the range award indicated a maximum of where your award may come in at. You still need all those families to submit required paperwork that was indicated in your letter. But I just want to make it clear, if you did not partake in that process, you still have the ability to apply for financial assistance. And that process really is the same process that all of our returning families are going through right now. And the process is really composed of going onto FAIR's website, accessing the online application, and submitting your financial documents by being mailed directly to FAIR. Now, that deadline, the final financial aid deadline, is March 27th. So the 2 deadlines we're talking about, March 12th, next Tuesday, that's the enrollment deadline for the contract and the fees payment. And then the financial aid deadline is March 27th. I know that as CFO of the school, I don't have any opportunities to come here and talk to you, but I definitely want to make you feel comfortable should you have any questions about financial assistance, about the contract, or anything of that nature. Please come see me. My office is across the street, across Loyola. I have 2 staff members. Sue Pizzo, she actually handles all of our student accounts. and Leslie Messina handles more of the billing on the school side. But I just want to make sure that you feel comfortable. I know that we're going to have a Q&A session here, but I'll be hanging around here afterwards if you want to come grab me, or always feel free to give me a call and stop by and see me anytime. Thank you.